Hey everybody, it's Brooke. I am back with idea book number 10. If you'd like to see what I'm going to make, stick around. Okay, so we're back, and this is going to be just one project in idea book number 10 because it's a little more involved. It's certainly not hard, just is a few more steps than a lot of them. So what we're going to use today is one piece of 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. Need a little bit of paper for to use to journal on, and I'm going to use this little piece of coffee dyed parchment paper. Also have some washi tape and a brad. The brad is totally optional, up to you. Okay, so off we go. What we're going to do, we're going to use just about every scrap of this 12 by 12. And so I'm going to get out my cutter. Oh, I guess I should show you what we're going to make. Silly me. That probably would help, huh? It's this cute little insert for a journal. That flap opens up. There's the brad. That's just a scrap that I use to close it. And when you open it up, you have a parchment paper pocket right there that I put a label on. And then a pocket in the back. Let's see if you can see that. Same scrapbook paper. So those go like that. And then I put this one upside down by mistake. Whoops. But it still works. Here's a flap. Here's the writing space. You have this whole panel here. And then the flap. So this is a really good way for documenting a couple things in one day. I just made one for my creative daily journal to use for yesterday, which was April 12th, I guess, because we had like 3 different things going on, and this will work out beautifully to sort of separate those things on my page and include some more photos and ephemera that I picked up along the way that wouldn't necessarily fit if I put it flat on the page. So it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get our cutter. And what we want to do is we want to make our 2 panels and the flap first. So I want this part to be our panels and the flap. So I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut at 7 inches. Wait, that's wrong. I'm going to turn it this way and cut. So this part gets cut off at 7 inches. Alright, so we've got this, and we're going to cut it at 5. Oh, you can barely see that, I'm sorry. It's a big cutter. I'll scoot down in a second. Maybe I can do it like that. You can see that. Let's see if it'll still cut straight without wobbling. Cut this one at 5, and we'll have 2 inches left. So there are 2 back covers, or our front cover, our back cover, and our flap. So that's awesome. Get those out of the way. Okay, and so this one, we're going to cut, we need the inside flip piece. So we're going to cut this at 6 3/4, which is a little bit short, but that's okay because we're attaching all the pieces with washi tape, and that will reduce the bulk in your book instead of just folding the cardstock, and then we'll get a little extra length that way as well. So that one will be our inside flap. Our writing paper will go there, or it'll go there depending on how we decide to set it up. And then we have this last little piece, and we can cut this down to use as that inside pocket. And that is totally up to you what you want it to be. We can kind of use, actually I kind of like that. So we'll make our inside pocket be something like that. Alright, so we have all our pieces. That's all that's left, and we'll end up using this on the outside. So that's awesome. Alright, let me get out my wax paper. Yep, lost my words again. I'm a champ. I'm a champ at losing words. Okay, so we have to decide how we want to set up all of our pieces. This will be the front cover. What do we want on the inside? Do we want this stuff on the inside? Oh, I kind of like that. Or maybe I like it this way because I don't want to cover up the nests and eggs part with the pocket. That's the problem with Tim Holtz paper. Just don't want to cover up any of it. I think I like that with the eggs there. And then maybe we want this part showing on the outside. Do we want that? Or do we want that? Something's going to be upside down. It's just how that goes. Okay, I think I like that. So we'll turn this one this way, and we'll turn this one this way. And that's how it's going to go. Of course, that's going to be covered with our flap. What to do? Maybe we'll switch these again. I'm going to switch them again. Nests and eggs is just going to get covered. It's just how it has to be. Okay, so then we'll have this to go there. So that'll be our flap up. All right, so then in order to put them together, I take them and I line them up on my mat because, you know, straight lines and I do not necessarily get along. And I've just got some washi tape that I stuck on my clothes to make it way less tacky. And I'm going to stick these down with just a little teeny gap in between them. Even that might be too much. Just enough that they can close without interfering with each other. And we'll see if this washi tape helps us. If you see my head, I'm sorry, I do have to get sort of right on top of it. Try to line everything up. Alright, so hopefully this will keep our papers still enough that I won't move them as we're taping. And I'll take my washi tape, and I picked out this washi tape because it does have some of the blue in it and the beige, but then it also has some red. Oh, of course it's not going to start, because why would it? Because that would be crazy talk if it would start easily. I think I use my X-Acto knife more for starting washi than anything else. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to... I love that sound. Just going to put that down, covering that gap, and grabbing, I think I did move the paper a little bit, and covering a little bit on each side. Okay, now, if you're brave, a brave soul, you could just wrap it around and keep going. I'm not going to try to do that because we know how that'll go. Oh, all the washi tape is sticking. Wow, okay. So I'll save these to use again. And, whoop, very sticky. Get off me. Okay, it turned into a little ball. I may not be able to use that piece of washi again. And I'm going to fold that to the other side. And as I said, if you're very brave and good at straight lines, you could do the washi all in a straight or a solid piece if you felt so inclined. The shadows are just terrible. I don't know what's different putting those shadows there. We'll have to get Nom involved. And then I'm just going to put one on the other side so that that exposed tape in that little tiny sliver will not interfere with anything. All right, make sure that's down well. And we'll fold this. Get a crease put in that washi tape. So if you look at it this way, you can see if we had folded the cardstock, we'd have a lot more bulk right here. But by using the washi tape, it cuts down on the bulk. At this point, I would probably go around and ink, but I'm not going to because who wants to watch that? So now we'll do our other little flap, and we want it to be, I kind of like that. It's, do I? What do you guys think? I wish I could hear you. I think I like this. because it's the edge, it's sort of a different color. It was distressed, I guess, around the edge. And again, I would go along and give it my own distressing too, but for the sake of time and your sanity, I will not. Let's go ahead and get this tacked down a little bit. See if we can unwad this piece of washi. It had just gotten to the point where it was working well for not ripping anything when I took it up. Nope, that one's spent. Okie dokie. Get another piece of washi. And what I do is I just stick it on my clothes a few times. Let's see if that'll work without tearing anything. Okay, and here's our little outside flap. That looks like too much space. If you get a little too much, it's really not the end of the world. Is that straight? Straight and I are not friends. Okay, there we go. And do exactly the same thing with your other washi tape. And again, I will do it in 2 sections. I'm not going to try to wrap it all the way around. Oh, I don't know. What the heck? Let's live on the edge, shall we? That one's going to try to curl up in a ball too. Annoying. If you want to, you can use... Tim Holtz has a product now. I don't remember what it's called. There are several different types of adhesive you could use instead of washi tape to kind of tack things down, but I have washi tape, so what the heck? Boy, do I have washi tape. Okay. So we can just bring that down. I'm going to fold over this little bit from the other side. Did not get it quite straight, but it's pretty darn close. Take my card and rip it. Mash that down, that technical term, and fold this over to make sure that we have a good crease. And then look at that, there's the whole basis. Now it's just embellishing from this point. So what we can do is, let's go ahead and do our flap that's going to go right in here. And I think what I will do is perhaps punch a decorative border on it, just for fun. Oh, I have to go find a decorative border punch. I thought I had one right here. Okay, hold please. And I'm back. Look what I found, an old friend. I forgot about this punch, and I love it. It does like a spiral paper that was torn out kind of border. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll put it this way, and I start in the middle. This is how I do it. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it. And then if you take it over here and line up what you've already punched with the pattern on your punch base, this is where I start sticking my head directly into the camera. Then you should have, oh, it skipped something. Darn it. I guess I didn't go over far enough. One more. There we go. That might kind of jack it up a little bit, but there you go. Oh, no, it actually filled in just right. Yay. And then you take it over here and do the same thing, lining up that first. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be... I was trying to line up this one, and it's going to put the next punch too far apart, so I guess I'm going to line up this one. Haven't used my favorite punch in, oh, those many years. Oh, and there we go. Perfect. That is so cute. And again, I would probably go ahead and punch, or ink those rather. Just dump those bits in the trash before they go everywhere. Okay, so that's going to go like that. I like it a lot. Before we attach it, though, let's put on our writing paper. I think I will tear it because I'm a rebel. This paper, again, came from our friend, girly girl Michelle, and I don't think she does coffee-dyed paper anymore, which is a shame, but Amy at Hags Hollow does gorgeous paper, And I will link Amy down below and Michelle. Let's link everybody. We're trying to get Michelle to 1,000 subbies. So if you have not subscribed to her, you definitely should. She's your crafting source. Your crafting, I never can remember. I'm sorry, Michelle. At any rate, she does great sales with great products. And I will link her down below if you need anything, Tim Holtz or otherwise. Michelle's the place to go because she has awesome prices and a huge variety. She's got excellent taste. Is that the right way? That looks short. Oh, it must be. All right, so this might be a little bit shorter than I wanted. And look, there's a little confetti heart. Can you guys see that? Johnny. Those things are everywhere. Every time I think I've got them all picked up and vacuumed, no, another one shows up. All right, so that'll be a beautiful place to journal. I like that. Oh, I might like this side better. It's a little lighter. Yep, I think I like that. So let's go ahead and glue that down. I'm going to use the old art glitter glue. I do like that doily, but this side's a little bit darker. So. And if you're an edge inker, the time to do that would have been before you put the glue on. Put that right across the top and just a little bit in the middle for good measure. And try to center that and get it kind of straight. I like it a lot. I like those torn edges. Nice. So that will be beautiful to journal on. So now we'll do the same thing. Make sure this is right. Oh, nope. Almost did it wrong again. I don't know what it is with the center flap in me. But apparently I want to put it on wrong. No matter what. Get all the debris out of the way. Let's go ahead and tack this rascal down. If you wanted to switch washi tape, hey, knock yourself out. So if that's going to go like that, we want it like this. And I just kind of look and see, you can see where you made those fold lines in the washi. It doesn't want to come up. There we go. Just sort of make sure that you're getting your flap centered in there so it opens and closes easily. Get your little bit of a gap. Keeping everything nice and straight. I say that like mine's straight. It probably is not. And you know what? That's okay. And then we'll take our washi tape. And I'm not going to wrap it around this time. Do not stick to... Oh, it is. It's sticking to itself. Darn it. Don't you hate when you're getting towards the center of the roll or the end of the roll and it starts curling up like crazy? Look at that. And of course it's Tim Holtz washi and it actually sticks. So I'm going to start that right up at the end or close to the end. Did not make it right to the end and oh well. Again, I can live with it. And try to unwrap that. Oh my gosh, it's so stuck to itself. Forget it, it says. Get those wrinkles out. Alright, you know what? That's just not worth fighting with. It just isn't. Not to me. It gives me a pain in my tushy, so I'm not going to do it. Just take another little piece. Start it up here at the corner and go meet it in the middle. There we go. Perfect. Works for me. Take off our anchor washi. Fold it that way. Oh good, it does. It folds and everything closes beautifully. Sweet. So now I feel confident in going and putting washi on the back side of that fold. Did I stick my head in the camera? I bet I did. And I have a big messy bun. Did you guys have to look at my big messy bun? Sorry about that if you did. And I need some water. Excuse me while I take a sip. All this yakking. Alright, so now fold this down. Give it a good burnish. Tell that washi tape where to bend. And then the front will fold down. Give that another burnish. Just kind of starting to train it to go where it's supposed to go. Okay. Now we can take this last little piece that we had and make a flap for the front to hold this. Well, this is actually the flap. We'll make a little bit to hold our flap in place. Boy, I really am just fresh out of words. All right, so I'm just taking, that was that last tiny scrap we had. I'm gonna take it. I lied, we're gonna end up with this much left. I'm gonna go crazy and use my scissors. When you're me, that is inadvisable because, well, again, I'm not very good at straight lines. I like that. It's quiet and unobtrusive. I'm going to ink the edge of this one. I am going to ink the edges of. And I'm going to make you watch. Haha. How do you like me now? So this isn't very contrasty at all. And sometimes I like that. Sometimes I like really big contrast. Sometimes I like things to be more mellow. Okay. And I'm going to take my big bite to get a hole for the brad. I'm going to use the small hole. Let's see. And I'm not going to mark it. I'm going to live on the edge. Just guess. Ha. I'm a rebel. That's not bad. Now. Oh my gosh, I've got so much stuff everywhere. What did I do with that brad? It was so very tiny. So very tiny. Oh, here it is. And yet I found it. It's a little journaling miracle. Open those legs up. Ouch. Stab myself. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Smash it down. Then I'm just going to glue this closed. You can hardly tell I inked it, but if you look at the other side, there's a difference. Did I cut it straight? No. Let me just fix that. Fixed. Shh, don't tell anyone. Is it straight now? No. Am I going to fix it again? No. And I think I will use Fabri-Tac to hold this down because that's needs to be on there pretty well. And I don't want my Fabri-Tac to feel left out. Ooh, it's globby. We got globbiness on the Fabri-Tac. So measure it. Ooh, slippery. I don't want it to go too far over. Oh, and that's my stomach growling. Don't listen. Boy, I'm a hot mess, huh? Got a little bit of glue oozing. So we'll just get that off there. And now I'm having a volcano happen. Look at that. Can't have that. Make sure you get that volcano off. Don't use tissue to wipe off your glue snout. Do as I say, not as I do. Get that capped. Okay. So that, hopefully, yeah, that's tacked down. It's not going to scoot around while we work in here. So now, all we have left of that scrapbook paper is this. So we can make a little tuck here. Now, if you prefer it this way, don't put it in. I didn't, the one I made for my creative daily journal, I did not put a pocket here because I wanted this whole panel for photos and stuff. But just for the sake of showing you how Corey did it, I will go ahead and put this on. And you can ink those edges again. That would make it stand out more. But let's glue this down. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should have done that. Well, it would have to be this way, obviously. No, it wouldn't. So this is not going to work now that I cut that edge. Okay, so we got no tuck. I mean, we do have a tuck, just not on this side. Make sure I'm gluing the right side. I'm not. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've lost my mind. Does not take much to distract me these days. So what I will do is just wipe this off so it doesn't glue closed, because that wouldn't be a very good tuck at all, would it? Yeah, right. So that's done, and you can see had I inked it, it would stand out more, but it does stand out some because of the different colors, and this is almost the full advertisement that we used. I just love how this looks. Love it. And then for the last step, we can make a little tiny, how did I do it in this one? Going back for reference. Oh, just made it a little bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to make our second pocket for here. I never can get these edges to straighten out, so I guess we'll use this side. Once they curl up in coffee dyeing, forget about it. They're going to stay that way. And we can tear this. Maybe tear a little bit down. Well, let's measure, eyeball measure it anyway. An eyeball measurement is good enough for me. Now, if you're funny about everything matching, you could go around and tear all those edges. But I am not going to, because I am not funny that way. That is up to you, personal preference. I do want to put a little nip in this corner. And then let's see if we can glue it the right way. I think I got the right sides. Got it in one. Put this right here. I'm not really lining up the edges. I brought the parchment paper pocket in a little bit. Oh, I like how you can see that nest through there a little bit. All right then. So that is it. Pretty fun, right? Same thing. I don't want to try to slip that under yet because I don't know how dry that glue is, but that'll be our little holder for the flap. And then you open it up. And I put Tim Holtz label there. I was all kinds of Tim Holtz today, wasn't I? And you've got your parchment paper tuck. Then you've got your back tuck. And then you flip this up and you've got this place to write. You could certainly, if you wanted to, sew a pad of papers in here if you had more to write about. And that flips over. Oh, I love that punch. And then you've got this, which is your flap. And it goes right in. Look, I closed it up even though I'm not sure it's dry. And it's a little bit poofy because of everything we put in, but it will flatten out once you get it in your journal. And that has a million uses. So that is what we made today. That's idea book number 10. And in Corey Dahman's series, I believe that is idea number 16. I will, of course, link everyone that I mentioned down below. And thank you, Corey, again, for all the great ideas. And thank you guys for coming to watch. If you're my current chickens, hi guys, I hope you're doing well. And if this is your first time here, welcome. We love new friends. Please click the like button down below, consider subscribing, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified when I come back. You guys all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.